Hello, how's it going? I'm outside today. It's a weird week for me at work. I normally work like a 12 to 8 shift, but we have this like big wedding right now, and so I've been working like 4 to midnight, which isn't like super fun, but it's not that bad either. So what I wanted to talk about today was I had somebody reach out to me and ask me to make a video about this. So I'm gonna do that now. And basically it's the psychological stuff behind fasting, having a fasting focused lifestyle. It's really difficult. There's a lot of multifaceted things that go on in our lives that you only really realize are there once you start fasting. The number one thing for me is that I have basically had to give up socialization. Not, it was definitely my choice to do so. But in order for me to be successful, or I thought, at the beginning of this whole deal, in order for me to be successful, I need to cut everyone off. Because I didn't want to force, this lifestyle onto anyone in my life until I had gone through it and done it. And, now I'll promote it and try to get as many people fasting as I can because I see what a miracle it is. But I basically live in a very small town, and so there's this group of people and they go out together all of the time. We all work together and they always go out, and like there's breweries here, and they have game night at each other's houses and everything, and I get invited to these things all the time, and I always say no, because first off, regardless of the self-discipline that I would be able to go, like now I would be able to go to those things and not partake in the consumption part of it, but it's like there's so many more layers to it than that. Like there's resentment or pity, or just the way you feel about people that are unaware of fasting and they are still eating 6 times a day or whatever. There's a lot of feelings that come and go as someone who's fasted. Like there will be times where it's incredibly empowering to be able to be like in a social situation, 48 hours fasted, and be able to say, no, I don't want to eat. It is incredibly empowering. It makes you feel like $1,000,000, But then there's times where that exact same situation could happen for me. And it's like, I feel depressed. I feel lonely. I feel alone. And I feel like I can't really connect with people. And I think that's why I just like submerged myself into this online community, because there's not a whole lot of people out here for me to choose from when it comes to friends and socializing and stuff. So I've got this huge community on YouTube where I get to, pour my heart out online every day. And then I've got, friends and everything that they reach out to me on here, and they support what I'm doing, and they, aren't judgmental, and they don't think that I'm unhealthy or anorexic or whatever, because God, you wouldn't believe how many times a day I get that. I have like friends like that. I think they really do care about me, but they'll like come up to me and like like seriously pull me aside to talk to me about, like I'm worried about you, and are you are you sure you should be doing this, and when are you gonna stop? That one is really frequent. When are you gonna stop doing this, Kirsty? And when I tell them I'm never gonna stop doing this, like, what do you mean? This is a lifestyle. It wasn't just like a experiment. This is how I plan on going out. I'm gonna be doing this forever, and that does not sit well with people. You tell them you're losing weight and they can get over it, right? And then you tell them like, oh no, I'm not just losing weight, I'm actually changing my entire life for this. And then that's when they start having an issue. And it's really interesting. And at first I was defensive about it. I would be, you haven't done half the research I have. Like, if you spend, half of the amount of time that I've spent researching this, then you can tell me what to do with my life. And I would get so defensive. And now it's just like, I just simply say, like, I understand that that's your opinion, but I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. I'm an adult. I can feel, And so, I'm gonna walk inside because I'm getting cold. But it's really hard. There's so many relationships that are affected by having this type of lifestyle, or having any type of lifestyle that restricts consumption. It inhibits your ability to socialize, and I think that it's something that goes like unspoken and nobody really talks about it, but it's probably one of the biggest reasons why people aren't successful whenever they try to lose weight, regardless of if it's like the snake diet or whatever diet you're doing. 90% of the time people fail because of the socializing aspect. Socialization is based around consumption. I don't care if it's beer or pizza or movies. Like, in order to socialize, it seems like all of us have to be consuming something with one of our senses. Otherwise, we, can't have relationships. Like, that's how you bond with people. And so, the fasting lifestyle really affects that. The biggest piece of advice I can give you is you need to be honest and open with those that are close to you and important in your life. Be firm and stand your ground, but you need to be honest with them. It's so important that people are supporting you. Like, they don't have to agree with what you're doing. You're going to come into contact with people and loved ones in your life that are going to completely disagree with what you're doing, and that's okay. But they need to support you because they love you. And so all you have to do is be honest and ask for their support. And if that support means, not eating in the car with somebody, like, that's fasting, like, just respect that, like, you've got however many hours of your day that you can eat something. If you have a friend who's fasting, like, maybe choose to not eat around them. Like, that would be a polite thing for you to do. And I tell you what, it'll be greatly appreciated by that person. So there's so many layers of the psychology behind fasting, and I'm still getting my head wrapped around it as well. Like, I've only been doing this for 2 months, so I'm learning as I go here. But what's worked for me is the people that are closest to me, like my roommates. They know that I am a passionate fasting person, and I will never stop doing it. And so they don't encourage me to do the things that aren't encompassed in that type of lifestyle. And so I do feel a little bit left out at some points. They always invite me, to go places, and I usually always say no because I want to, work on me and I'm focused on me until then, until I reach this like self-developed, enlightened stage. Then, I'll start, working my socialization back into my life. But at this point, in order for me to be as successful as I've been in the amount of time that it's taken me, I had to cut all of that out. It was just like the coffee. I had to cut it out in order to focus. So, yeah, I'm gonna call it on this one. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. I answer everyone, even if it's, just really strange weirdos on Facebook. Man, if you add me as a friend on Facebook, I will accept you. But if you start messaging me and you just want to, like, I don't know, flirt with me or like, try to get to know me, I'm so sorry, but like, I don't have time for just chit chat. Like, I want to help people fast. I want to help people get healthy. So if you have questions about that, please message me and I'll answer you right away. Otherwise, I probably won't respond, but I'll still accept your friend request because I want people to see my page and I want people to, fast. Please fast. It will make your life so much better. I promise. Pinky swear. See you guys later.